Hey there, this is Ina and welcome to Cash Academy. If you're watching this video, chances are you already know how effective an explainer video can be for your business. Recent research shows that explainer videos are 50 times more likely to rank on page 1 of Google. However, there are a lot of misconceptions about explainer videos. For example, are you only going to get results if your video gets viral? Is adding a call to action a must? Is 30 seconds the best length for an explainer video? Let's find out the answers to all these questions and a lot more. Explainer videos are growing in popularity. More and more businesses produce explainer videos for their landing pages, newsletters, and social media. And adding videos to your posts makes it easier to rank on Google. However, if you're going to spend money on creating a video, you want it to help you with the sales, right? If you're not getting good return on your investment, there is no point in spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on one single explainer video. But how would an explainer video help you get results? I've heard people say that the only way to do so is if it goes viral. This is simply not true. Every explainer video needs to have a goal or a purpose. If you intend to increase the sales of your products or services, you don't need millions of views to do so. A lot of times, our clients use their video as part of their sales cycle, meaning they're sending out the video to prospects. The video helps the prospect make a decision and take the next step. Our research shows that sales teams increase their conversion rate by 60% after including a video in their sales cycle. The reason why adding an explainer video can help you close more sales is because often prospects are not clear on how the product or service works, and more importantly, how would it help their business and improve their bottom line. The purpose of the video is to explain all of that in a simple manner. Now, if you think about it, these videos don't have millions of views. In fact, they sometimes have less than 100. However, our clients are getting great results with it. And this is because the explainer video helps them improve their conversion rate. If they used to close 10 deals a month out of 100, now they can close 60 deals out of 100. Notice that this has nothing to do with views. They leverage the traffic that they already have, and they just add an explainer video in their sales cycle to help them close the sale faster. The same is true if you put your video on your landing page. Since you already have some traffic to your website, the explainer video will help you convert this traffic. And again, this has nothing to do with the number of views your video has. Okay, but you still want to make your video go viral. If so, my question for you is, why is that important? I mean, our experience shows that if you have thousands to spend on ads and don't narrow down your audience, you get a lot of traffic but no quality leads. And how many of these people will become your clients? What's your ROI then? Think about it this way. How many times have you seen an ad on YouTube that has nothing to do with you? You don't have a car or a driving license, but you keep seeing the same ad for car tires on sale. Why would you care? Now, if you are the car tires shop, why would you waste money on ads for clicks that are not relevant from people who will never be your clients? And yes, your video might go viral if you do so, but what's the point? Before you even consider creating an explainer video, you need to think about your ROI. What would this video achieve for you? How would it work, and what metrics do you need to watch? So views are not the only way to get results with your videos. Actually, I would say they're like the least important metric. Now let's talk about costs and how the price is formed. If you're a startup or a small business, you're probably looking for the cheapest option when it comes to explainer videos. However, a common misconception is that if you provide some of the materials like the voiceover or the script, you'll see a drastic difference in the price. People think that providing these themselves will save a lot of time, and therefore the price of the explainer video should reflect that. While this might be true in rare cases, most of the time, working on a provided script or a voiceover has the exact opposite effect. This is because the structure of an explainer video is way different from the ones of other types of scripts. This means that the time spent refining the provided script is often more than if the in-house copywriter of the company wrote the script to begin with. Having a clear structure in mind or a brief will definitely help, but letting the professional copywriters take care of the whole process is better. Otherwise, the back and forth with the script will delay the entire project for 1 week at least. Let's remember that technically someone can do a 30-second explainer video in 1 week for $100. But how effective will that video be? How much are you expecting to get back if you put $100? 5,000? This is simply not realistic, and the math doesn't work. When hiring a team to create your explainer video, you're not paying for the time they spend typing on a keyboard, meaning writing the script. You pay for their know-how, the years they have spent learning how to do it right, for the courses they have taken, and more importantly, for the results you can expect from their work. Same as you don't pay the animators to just move keyframes around, but to create a story, to make something creative and engaging. And would you go to an expensive restaurant and ask the cook to cook a meal with the ingredients you have bought on sale? No, because when you're eating in an expensive restaurant, it's not the ingredients that are expensive. It is the unique way of cooking them that makes the meal so delicious. You're not paying for the tomatoes. So yes, providing the script and the voiceover might save you $50, but you probably lose a lot of time in the process. You have probably heard this 1 million times already. Your video needs to be short and sweet. My answer here is, it depends. The other day, I was checking the website of a software company whose products I wanted to use, and I didn't fully understand how it works, but they had a support page with some videos and articles. And so I clicked on one of them, hoping I'll get some clarity. The tutorial was 45 seconds long, and I didn't understand a thing. And as you can guess, I closed the video and I didn't become their client. And so that was it. And just yesterday, I was scrolling through my Instagram and I saw that ad that looked very compelling, and I just kept watching for 10 seconds. And I was very curious to see what will happen next. But that guy kept going about things I just didn't find relevant. And I thought, I don't have time for that. And again, I closed the video. So as you can tell from these two different stories that I just told you, the length of your video depends on the goal. And you need to be smart about it. Simply ask yourself, what's the goal of your video? If you want to educate people on how a particular thing can be done, then make it longer. Make sure people understand it at the end of the video, and don't aim for a 40-second video just to end up having the opposite effect, just like in my story. And if you want your video to help improve awareness and engage your audience, then the purpose of your explainer video would be to make people take the next step. Therefore, make it up to 60 seconds and then refer them to a logical next step where they can learn more about your company, and then they can move down the sales funnel. So to sum it up, either make it short and sweet or long but informative. Don't make it short but useless or long and boring. Now let's move forward to myth number 4, that is, you always need to include a call to action in your explainer video. Yes and no. While some people might say that you have to always refer people to the logical next step, that's not always the case. For example, did I mention anything about you liking the video up until this point? No, and you might have already liked it. Having a call to action is not a must. It is good to have in some instances and better not to have it in others. For example, if you're creating a valuable content for your audience, you don't need to have a CTA every time. If the content is really valuable for people, they will position you as the expert in the field, and next time they need your services, they'll think of you because you have helped them. But they'll think of you even if you didn't ask them to fill out their email on your website. On the other hand, if you're running a video ads for people who have never interacted with your brand before, it is better to give them a website or a logical next step at the end of the video, rather than making them guess and search on Google to find you. They might misspell your company name or find a competitor while searching for you. It all comes down to goals again. This is why I always say that if you don't have a clear plan in mind, you spend a lot of money and time on things that don't work. The next myth is my favorite. Using humor is the only way to drive results. We use humor in our videos where possible. This makes the video more engaging and makes people keep watching. But there are things you shouldn't joke about. Clients might think you're not a serious business and won't help them solve their problems. For some people, adding humor in the video might have the opposite effect. If you're wondering whether or not to use humor in your video, you need to keep in mind the following things: your message, your audience, and your positioning. What is the message of your video? And what is the target market? How do you position your company? Maybe you're a friendly business that can make an inside joke or two in the video if that would appeal to your target audience. But if you're pitching a highly technical concept to serious business people, adding humor in your video might make it cringy.